Namaskar and welcome to Samarpan Se Moksh. In this video, we will learn about the symbols and the geometric shapes which are used in most of Yantra. When we understand the meaning of these shapes, it becomes easier for us to pray and meditate on that yantra. And it also becomes easy for us to connect ourselves with the energy of yantra and use it more effectively in our spiritual practice. But before that, I would like to say thanks to universe for giving me a chance to make this video. Yantra is derived from the Sanskrit root yam, which means to control, restrain, or hold, and tra, which means tool or instrument. So, yantra means an instrument that holds, sustains, and channels the divine energy. Yantra refer to the certain geometric pattern that is utilized as a tool for meditation and manifestation of a particular energies. Yantra follow the concept of sacred geometry, which asserts that there are some shapes and patterns which have power and significance, and when we combine these shapes in a particular way, it creates a special energy field. Each yantra is associated with a deity and the energy of the deity. A yantra is a visual form of the divine, while the mantra represents the sound form of the divine. Yantra consists of different symbols, shape, mantra, and number. Each of these has a specific meaning and is used to create a specific energy field. The placement and arrangement of these symbols or shapes or number is also very important as it affects the flow of energy in the yantra. Now, let us start to understand the meaning of these shapes. As per our Vedic scriptures, the universe originated from the dimensionless point called bindu. And in the stage of the evolution, from the bindu appeared the three bindus. And when we join three bindus, we will get a triangle. So, thus, the triangle is the primary form that can enclose a space within the straight lines. And that is why the triangles are often seen as the starting point of the manifestation. They represent the energy in action. Now, the three sides of the triangle they represent the triad which is found everywhere in the existence. That is the creation, preservation, destruction, body, mind, soul, the flow of time that is past, present, and future. And it also represents the three guna that is Rajas, Tamas, and Sat. Triangles are in main two directions, downward and upward. A downward pointing triangle, it represents feminine energy. It is called Shakti Kon. It represents water element. And the water which naturally flows downward. It represents the creative power of universe, the energy that gives birth to everything. Now the shift cone, the upward pointing triangle. It represents the male energy, the fire element, Agni Tattva, and just like the fire always rises upward, it helps in moving the energy upwards. It is a force that uplifts us and ignites our spiritual growth. In many yantras, you have seen the upward and the downward triangle intersecting. They form six-pointed star known as Shatkon. This symbol represents the union of male and female energy. It shows that the creation happens only when these two energies are in balance, and this is a very powerful symbol because it shows the completeness. On a deeper level, it reminds us that we have both male and female energy within us, and the true balance comes when these energies are balanced. So, when we meditate on this symbol, we learn to balance our energies within ourselves. In many yantra, we have seen multiple triangles. Now, these multiple triangles they represent different layers of universe, different level of the consciousness, and they also represent the expansion of energy from one point that is bindu into the whole cosmos. The more complex the triangle pattern, the more refined and the powerful the energy structure that yantra holds. Lotus symbol. This symbol is commonly used in the floral patterns and it surrounds the rim of the outer circle. The lotus, it grows in the muddy water and it is surrounded by mud on all sides. Even then, it is untouched by the mud or the surroundings. This symbol symbolizes that sadhak, even though he lives in a material world, he should stay spiritually pure and detached from the attractions of this world. Lotus also symbolizes the liberation within life, not escape from it. A lotus bud opens petal by petals into a full flower. This represents a gradual unfolding of the consciousness of the sadhak. The lotus petals are used to represent different chakras or the levels of the consciousness in our body. The dot bindu. The bindu is the central point or dot in the yantra. It represents the source of creation and the unity of all the things. It is considered the most powerful element in the yantra. It is surrounded by various shapes and the patterns in the form of circle. circle, square, triangle, and lotus petals. Bindu is a point of contact between Supreme Creator and His creation. Bindu is not void or shunya. It is not nothing, but it contains in itself everything. And for the practitioners, it is the gazing point used in meditation to transition from the duality into the pure consciousness. Bindu, it represents the cosmic seed of the creation. Circle or the chakra. The circle represents continuity. There is no end or beginning. All the points are equidistant from center. Circle represents cycles in the nature. Day and night cycle, season cycle, water cycle, harvest cycle, death and birth cycle, where the ending leads to the new beginnings and everything is interconnected. In the circle represents that from the nucleus of an atom to the biggest bodies in the universe, everything is a part of this cycle. And this is the cosmic cycle of time. Square. It provides stability, security, and grounding. The square forms the foundation of Yantra and it contains the earth energy. We know that the square is made up of four sides or four lines, two are vertical and two are horizontal. The horizontal line represents stability, inactivity, and the vertical line represents movement. Thus, a square is combination of both, and it represents a balanced character. It represents the material world. Now, each side of the square also refers to the cardinal direction, that is south, west, north, and east. The corner represents the intermediate directions, and there are two more directions, one above and one below. Thus, the square represents total 10 directions. We will also see that on each side there is a T shaped form in the center. This T shaped structure is called gate. These gates are sometimes open and sometimes closed depending upon the sadhak and the sadhana. These gates they control the flow of energy. Specific mantras will lock and unlock these gates. When sadhak meditates on square, then his awareness eventually stops moving along the four sides and collapse into the center, the bindu. And this is the journey from the form to formlessness, from material boundary to infinite within. The square, though it has four sides and it has a boundary, but it indirectly leads to its own opposite, that is boundless, that is the state of no boundaries. Akash, space. In the yantra, we will see that between the circles or triangles or the lotus petals, there are empty spaces. But actually, these are not empty spaces. It represents finite or the silent presence that exists everywhere. And to understand in a very simple language, these spaces, they represent the cosmic space between us and stars or between us or the planets. In the yantra, you will also find the certain Sanskrit letters or number written. Now, these are not just symbol; they carry a powerful vibrations. Chanting on these numbers or chanting the mantra or the letters, looking at them and meditating on them, it creates a unique vibrations and a certain energy field. Now, this energy field influences the mind, body, and energy of the sadhak. So, when you look at yantra, remember, nothing in the yantra is random. Every line or shape or sound and every empty space has a purpose, and together they form a powerful tool for meditation and the inner transformation. And also, they also provide a path to connect to divine. I hope you have learned something new from this video. Now, when you look at Yantra, you will see it in a complete new light, where every geometric shape carries a deeper meaning and a spiritual significance. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, kindly subscribe it and share it. Thank you very much.